Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. I've been busy here in the Nether trying to extend the tunnel that we talked about in the last episode, and I absolutely love the lava in here. I think it's great, and you can see I've started going down this way a bit, and at the end there you can see lava, and that's because we've got a lava lake above us. And oh dear, I thought that lava particles didn't come through half slabs, and last time I was here I didn't notice this because I was just building it and there was still lava everywhere. Oh, that's a real... I was going to talk about that as well and say basically over here what we have is a block above the half slabs because of the lighting glitch, and then I've got torches on the sides, so it's subtle, but you may be able to notice there's a dark patch just there and another one there. And I was thinking it would all be fine because the lava would just flow over the roof, but I guess this means I now have to go up there and construct another roof on top and put torches on it as well, and that is going to be a real nightmare. Oh well, I'll do it bit by bit, I'll get there in the end. You can see I've done a fair bit already, and something really bad happened. I had a fire resistance potion on. You can see I've lost all my armour and I don't have too many items on me. That's because my fire resistance told me I had 3 minutes and 21 seconds left to, continue farting around in the lava. So I jumped into lava, swam across over here to do some work, and I just died and I lost all of my items. It really wound me up because I literally just checked the moment before to see how much time I had. But anyway, it made me think it's probably a good idea to put almost all of my items in the chest beforehand. I did put a fair few, but I didn't put all of my diamond tools. I should have only kept the pick on me. And that efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3 pick is from some enchanting that I've been doing. The one that I lost was an unbreaking 3, and the other items, there were no silk touch or anything like that. The sword was pretty good, but this one that will replace it isn't as great. Oh, why am I going up here? We should be going back down. Yes, so I wanted to go into the overworld and just talk about the enchanting that I've been doing. So yeah, it's given me some perspective on how to go about doing the next parts of the base that we have here. The Avalon Hub, as I'm going to call this. So yeah, I've been enchanting items a lot, and I've been doing this thing where I take broken picks and mix them with ones that aren't so good, like this one I might do again, and that's actually really great. It saves so many diamonds doing it like that, and I don't really want to use a naff pick just for the sake of using it, so I'd rather re-enchant it. And that's been working out really well. Been taking little trips back and forth. Oh yeah, and the UFO's still here. In fact, I'm going to build a little UFO in the Nether hub at the map bit as well. But yeah, it's given me an idea about what I want to do. I definitely want to have a quick kit. You must have seen the tutorial the other day. If you didn't, go check it out. I redone my old quick kit machine. This one's called the ultimate quick kit because I think it's probably the best one there is going to be, and I want to build one of my own here on the Hermitcraft server. I'm going to customize it a bit as well so it can give me the exact inventory that I want when I respawn. And yeah, dying in that lava made me realise how useful that's going to be. So that's one of the things I want to do, and also I want to create a little area in the back of this room over here. Let's go have a look. Where I put all of those tools, the diamonds and stuff, the diamond tools, have everything like I was planning before in the dispensers. And I think this room is actually going to be quite useful now. So if we ever die, lose all our items, we wake up in the quick kit, we get going, and then we can run off to do whatever it is we need to do. And then when I'm doing my usual enchanting business, I'm going to set up a little minecart track back and forth between the XP farm, and then when I come here I'll have a chest full of my broken picks and ones that I want to re-enchant, and I'll have all of my good ones over here in the dispensers. So I think I'm going to make good use of this room after all, and as well as having the quick kit over here or one of these other two, we're also going to build the other room with the valuables in. It's like a mini storage, maybe an enchanting area as well, just to keep the most valuable of items. But I don't really have too much of an idea what I was going to do this episode. I've got a couple of projects in mind, but I'll give it a think and I'll let you know what it is I'm going to do. I've made up my mind. What I want to build is the quick kit, and I want to put it in this corner over here. So first of all I'm going to have to dig down and make a little entrance area like we have on these two sides, and then when I build the quick kit itself I think I'm going to follow my own tutorial. Now the reason why is because I want to learn something from it, but the problem is it's all very fresh in my mind, and I think I could probably even build it all from memory, but hopefully by following my tutorials I'll learn something. And I'm also going to make some modifications to the quick kit as well. So Once I've actually built it, I'll show you the modifications and all of that. But yeah, we're going to work on this little entrance area first of all. Okay, I've started work on the entrance room over here, and I've been developing somewhat of a theme. I was looking at the other two rooms and they use similar materials but just in different ways. We have the light birchwood planks in here and sandstone on the floor, and then in the other room we use those light birchwood planks on the floor and the wood on the wall. So I thought, well, I'll put wood or wooden planks on the floor in this room and then use the spruce wood on the walls, and then in the last room over here we'll probably use spruce wood and maybe bring in some jungle wood as well. But yeah, just sticking to similar materials but rotating the colours. And yeah, I added a balcony like we have both of these two rooms over here. They both have balconies. So I added one in this room, and then I realised that it doesn't overlook anything, so it's kind of pointless. So then I thought to put some water behind it, and here's the problem. The water's going to flow out and cause a big mess, which is what we don't want. And the way I would stop that is by making this one block higher, so the water starts up and it has blocks either side of it, because the water is just under this wood at the moment. But we can't do that because I need to keep this level. This is the highest that things can be around this area. You can see it's the same height on that side as well, because when we build this up in the future we're going to be building a big pyramid over the top of this, and we don't want the land to be ridiculously high, otherwise the pyramid's going to end up looking buried. So I need something else for this wall, I'm just not sure what. So I had thought about putting slabs under these blocks like this to stop the water from flowing out, and I didn't think it would look good, but I thought I'd give it a go anyway, and you know what, I think it makes the room look even better like that. And the other cool thing that it does is it breaks up the sandstone at the top here from the sandstone at the back, that pillar there. And that's important because in these other two rooms we've used a lot of stone bricks, and I wanted to use that in here as well. And now these wooden slabs have helped break it up. We can put stone bricks here and also stone bricks behind the water as well, so we can keep the theme really running well throughout this building. So what I'm going to do is put glowstone at the bottom of the water so it illuminates more. I'll change the sandstone there to stone bricks, and then we can start working on the pathway down to the quick kit. Okay, these stairs are looking good, and you can see that's the redstone lamp from the other room. So behind this block should be a dispenser. There you go. So there's going to be no room for extra redstone, and then I've just realised that I was going to have a wall there as well, so that's a little bit too close for my liking. I guess what I could do is just make this 2 wide. I could also make it 3 wide, but I don't think that would look right either. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to make this 2 wide. Okay, the stairs are now 2 wide. And for the sides I wasn't sure what to do. I was going to use spruce wood, and then I thought it would be a little too much of that material, so I went with sandstone, which is quite overpowering as well. But then I realised we've hardly used any spruce wood at all, so maybe down the bottom I'll make the floor out of spruce wood. But there's not much modification to this I want to make now. We do need some lighting in here, so probably a glowstone just above there to bring light to this area. Some glowstone in the sandstone wall down here, and what I need to do is actually figure out the height of the quick kit when it's going to be flush with the floor, because at the moment I've made it so that it's well and truly under the ground, but I think I need to build it 2 blocks lower so that it's flush with the floor. I'm not sure. I'll figure it all out, and also we need that to be right next to a bed, and I don't want to overdo it, but I'd like to make the bedroom a little bit fancy as well. Okay, I'm looking at the tutorial, and in order to build the quick kit flush with the floor we just have to build it down by 1 block. So this will be the floor level, and then we'll go down 1 block when we dig out our 6x14 area to put the quick kit in. And so what I'm thinking about at the moment is the position and placement of it. And I think what I want to do is actually have it behind this wall. So if you just imagine it's 6 wide, so say like roughly about that kind of width, it's going to be the front end of the machine. So you would stand further off in that direction and you'd walk out this way. So what I'm thinking is we'll have the bedroom the other side of that. So when you walk out, you're going to have this wall here, and I was thinking we could put some dispensers on there, or maybe some chests with potions in them, things that you can grab. Like a speed potion would be good in case I'm in a hurry to run somewhere and get my items back, but yeah, something along those lines. And then the other side of that I want to have the bed. So being 6 wide, you can see the stairs come up quite tall, and then somewhere underneath this there should be plenty of room to build a little bedroom that's not going to be any bigger than, say, 5 by 5. It's going to have a bed in the middle, and then maybe I'll do something nice like put some bookshelves in there and make it look a bit homey. So yeah, this will be the exit side of the quick kit. The other side's going to have the bed. You're going to respawn after dying, walk into the quick kit, get your items, come out of here, grab some potions if you need them, run up the stairs, and now you can jump into the Nether and use the portal system, or you can run out here to go get your items or whatever you need to do. Alright, I've finished digging out the area, and I guess there's nothing more to do now than build it, although I have been thinking that we're probably going to dig away some more area as well, because at the moment everything will be right up against the wall, so all of the dispensers on this side won't be accessible. So as well as building the quick kit, I guess we're going to have a little door over here somewhere, like an access room, and then we'll have a bunch of pathways where we can access all of the dispensers to refill them. So yeah, I've also added one extra block gap here, so the machine is going to start here. I was going to put it right up against this wall, but I thought best to give myself some leeway. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I might want to make the wall one block back or something. And also the front bit I might have to rebuild a couple of times while I'm doing the aesthetical stuff, because I want the front of the machine to be part of the theme of the room, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to get all the materials together, and then I'm going to follow my own tutorial and build this. Okay, first layer done, pretty easy to follow. I decided to build this out of snow. I might not even change the blocks over this side just to make it clear that it's part of the machine, but who knows. Anyway, yeah, I had to remove some of the torches when placing this down, and it made me think about lighting. We're going to have some ice in here, so we have to be very careful, and I think I might have to half slab a lot of this. There's some bits over here that we can't half slab, so I'm going to have to put a torch somewhere over here, but again, I'm just going to have to be careful. Second layer complete, and once again, really easy to follow the tutorial. While I was building this, I realised that I don't want to be faffing around with half slabs on the floor, and what I can do is just simply fill it all in with snow. And the reason it isn't like that in the tutorial is because I try and make things out of the smallest amount of resources possible. So all the blocks that you see here are quite essential, but it doesn't mean that we can't fill in the rest of it, so that's what I want to do. I'm going to go make some more snow and fill up all of the floor, and then that way we can remove all of the spawnable areas with ease. And still got to be careful where I put lighting. Also might have to place a few tactical half slabs around the redstone to stop mobs from spawning on them. Okay, another layer down, and this is where things get interesting, because now when I place blocks down in front of me I won't be able to go past them because of the ceiling. So these last two layers I might do a little bit differently. I'm going to build a little access route around the side here so I can get to the dispensers. Maybe I'll use that to actually place the blocks as well. And other than that, I don't think I've had any other problems. I'm just a little worried about being able to fit this all in, because I don't really want to tear up the roof too much anymore, but I probably will have to. Okay, another layer done, one left to do. It really wasn't too difficult, even though we're getting close to the ceiling. I had to remove a block there, which I should replace while I remember. That was to place down the sticky piston. Then over here I made an access route for refilling the dispensers. And the thing with this is I built it at this site so you could access the repeaters, but now I realise that's silly, because if you change the repeater settings you break the machine. And it's also a good thing that we built this where it is, because you need to be able to access this this block here. Oh, don't do that. Sorry, access the button was what I was trying to say. And while I've been building this, I'm thinking I'm going to fill in all of the snow here, but then we need to leave one block free for the button. And looking at it here, we could have actually built it one block back because the sandstone isn't there. So I'm just rambling on again, but yeah, we could have made that block snow, but it'll be the one in front of it now, so everything's going fine basically. Still haven't filled in a load of snow blocks over here, but I'm going to do that last of all. Okay, it's finished. I haven't tested it yet. That's something I want to do in a moment. First of all, I want to spawn proof it a bit, and I also want to walk you through the modifications that I've made. So in the tutorial there were repeaters going all the way across these dispensers, and there was also one left. So I've given myself the extra option of having another item in my inventory when it's dispensed, and I really should have done this in the tutorial. I noticed it when I was finishing up editing the video. that these don't need to be fired in order, because I had the repeaters going on top of them. They would have come out one by one, because they're going to be where the armour goes, so it's kind of silly to do that. So I've saved myself some resources here. If you're thinking of building this yourself, that's totally worth doing. Just save yourself 4 repeaters and put down 4 redstone wires. So I'm going to fill in all of this area now, make sure it's all spawn proof, and then we've got some testing to do. Okay, so I'm doing a bit of spawn proofing, and yeah, down here I think I can put 2 blocks there because this torch doesn't have any wire behind it, so this block that's powered isn't going to affect anything, so let's do that. Then over this side it has to be a little different. We can place one there, but we can't place one on this torch because it will power the block, which will then power the redstone, thus powering the block and turning off the torch and causing that little problem. So we'll put a half slab there. Down at this bit, I think we have to place a half slab there. If we place a full block, it will cut off the redstone wire. And then here, I can't quite remember. Yeah, I think I remember now. You had to place a sticky piston here and then a block over here. So you could put a full block here because you're powering this block. It's not going to cut off the repeater, and then I could put a full block there as well. Yeah, that should work. So doing all of this as well, if I have made a mistake, it might interfere with the redstone, which is not good. I should have probably tested it a couple of times first. So over this side we should be good. I was thinking this bit might be a bit of a problem, but we've got the torch here and it's not going to affect the ice, so we're good there. They can't spawn up there because that's 1 high. So all we need to do is just put a torch on the side here, maybe 2 of them. All these blocks are in the way of it and the ice, so that we don't have to worry about that either. And now everything is lit up. In fact, thinking about it, these torches probably would have lit up some of the space down here as well. But anyway, we know that nothing can spawn in here now. So I wanted to make the wall here flush, and I was just looking at the redstone thinking I don't think there's a way I can do this. But I'm going to open up the quick kit in the test world and just check that this is an okay place to put it. But if I put the dispenser here and it isn't interfered with any other redstone, then when our little pulsar thing back here powers this redstone, it will power the block and thus power the dispenser there. So we can then put the wall like this and have it flush, and the arrows should just fire out onto this block like normal. Okay, this dispenser works fine in this position. I've tested it in the test world, and I've actually just finished testing the whole machine here on Hermitcraft, and everything works just fine. There's no problems with it whatsoever. So we can start filling it up with the items, most of which is going to be easy because I've got plenty of resources to do it. But these first 4 dispensers around this side, they're going to have the diamond swords and picks and all of that, and I don't really have a lot of them left over. I've got about 5 or 6 of each, I think, and what I need to do is go over to Hypnose and do another big enchant. So maybe next episode we'll start off by doing an enchanting frenzy and do a whole stack of diamonds again or something like that. But yeah, what I'm looking forward to doing next is figuring out what items I want to put in each of these, because I want to strike up a decent balance, make sure I have the right amount of each resource. What's all this, you might be wondering? Well, I needed a lot of iron for filling in the quick kit. We need to make 9 sets of iron armour. I also need to fill up one of the dispensers with 9 stacks of iron, because I like to keep a little bit of iron in my inventory in case I need to make a tool or repair a piece of armour. So I needed to smelt a lot of my iron ore into iron, and I thought it would be interesting to see how much XP we get from all of this. So these are all filled with 60 iron ingots each, and at the moment I'm level 16. So I was curious to see how much XP I'd get from that, and why don't we make a little game of it. See if you can guess what level I'll get to after I take all of these iron ingots out of the furnaces. Okay, level 40, that was a lot more than I expected. And look at all these iron ingots that we've got. Absolutely loads. But yeah, I guess I can do an enchantment now, and I noticed a moment ago that I've fallen a bit short on my diamond shovels. I could have swore I had a few more, but I've got 1 left in this chest, if it's going to open. There it goes. Actually, I've got 1 left that's... Could have swore I checked that a moment ago and it was okay. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, we should do a shovel because I've only got 2 left, is what I'm saying. Okay, let's do this. I'm not really hoping for anything too great because I don't have any shovels, so whatever I get should be good. Apart from that, I was hoping at least I get unbreaking or efficiency. Okay, I've slowly been filling this thing up, and I can tell you that it's taking a long time to gather the resources. This is really putting a dent in in some of my supplies. But let's have a look. We've got flint and steel in here. It'd be nice to carry that around in my inventory. And yes, I have enchanted 9 sets of iron armor, and they're all enchanted at level 1. So we've got that in there. I haven't done any of these ones yet, and I've started filling in these ones at the back. Now, I was going to put in full stacks of items in here, but it felt like a waste because for the amount of times that we're actually going to use this, having this thing fully stocked would be a little bit of a waste in my opinion, because it would just be sitting there doing nothing. Although, as I farm more steak and other items over time, I might have so much of it that I'll come in here and fill it all up, but it seemed pointless to put more than 9 in here because every time I have to refill this thing, they're all going to have the same amount of items left. So I'm still gathering the bows. I've only got 1. I didn't really want to craft any until I get my string farm up and running. That's something else I have planned, because I can get some of these from killing skeletons, but otherwise I'm going to run low on string, and that's now useful because you can use it with redstone as tripwire. And I haven't filled up any of these yet. I've been thinking about that still, but this is what I think I might go for. We'll have 2 with oak wood, 1 with iron, 1 with coal, 1 with ladder, and I've just realised that we're also going to need some torches in there. Okay, so maybe I'll change it up a bit. But yeah, now that I'm actually thinking about it more in terms of how I play on Hermitcraft, I'm seeing already that there are some things that could be improved, like having more dispensers. Also at the back here, we've only got 1 thing that shoots arrows. Now, the reason that I picked 2 oak wood and 2 cobblestone is because I'd rather have twice the amount of these materials than these other ones in my inventory. And then I realised that I'd rather have twice the amount of arrows as well. So what I could possibly do is make that block down there a arrow dispenser. But at the moment, as it stands, I'm going to take a break from filling this thing up and give myself some time to think about this, because I think there's actually still some improvements we can make. Maybe I could modify some things or just rebalance it a bit. A solution just popped into my head, and I think this will actually work, but if we were to put 3 types of items in one of these dispensers, the ones I'm thinking of at the moment would be iron ingots, coal and ladders, and then we would get roughly a third of those items compared to a stack out of each of the other ones. So we'd still get our stack of arrows, cobblestone and wood, and we'd get roughly 20 ingots, coal and ladders from the other dispenser, and that wouldn't be an even split because it fires them out randomly, but it would be roughly around a third of each, and I think that would be a decent solution to the problem. But for now I'm just going to move on to the aesthetics. So what I want to do is remove this block here and then make a little doorway the other side. Behind there we'll have the bedroom, and then when we respawn we can walk out and use the machine straight away if we want to. Also need to make a little access area to this bit. I don't think I'll put that on this side, I think I'll put it on the side over here. So as well as doing the bedroom, I need to finish up this little area here. I want to make both of the walls out of snow, and then around the front here I want to have just a nice little area with some chests and maybe some dispensers, so you can quickly grab a speed potion or a fire resistance potion, something like that. Not too sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to start off with the area here in the bedroom. Okay, let's take a look. I've done a little bit outside here, nothing too much, but it gives us an idea what the room out here is going to look like. And the corridor's all made out of snow. We've got glowstone at the bottom and also at the top, so we can see the button there. And this provides enough light so that no mobs will spawn in here. And then here is the bedroom. I'm really not happy with this. I don't think it's very good at all. I kind of had a vision for something a fair bit bigger than this, with water coming down from the ceilings in each of the corners and it having like a little moat, but I wasn't really feeling like building that much, so I thought I'd do something a little bit smaller, and yeah, it didn't really turn out that great. In fact, I feel like I've kind of burnt out for this episode. I've been working really hard. This one has taken me a lot longer than usual, and yeah, doing the whole quick kit thing, it might seem like it didn't take long to build, but it took a lot of time to get all the resources together, and also to fill it up with all that iron and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so basically it's taken me a long time. I feel like I just want to call it that for this episode. We'll leave this unfinished. I'll probably rebuild this room in the future, and soon we'll come back down here and do the room here. I had something different in mind for the next episode, but I'm never too sure what I'm going to be doing until I start doing it, so who knows, we might get on with this next episode. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.